Okay, I'm very excited. Doing a new video for my YouTube channel. When I did the first video, I talked about a lot of the things that I like to do as hobbies and my likes. And one of those was that I was a big fan of Invicta watches. Well, ordered a new Invicta watch last week and it just came in today. So today we're doing an unboxing and a first impression of my new Invicta watch, the Hercules boat. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, let's begin with the unboxing. See if I can get a close-up of the box there. I don't know if you can see that it came from the Invicta store itself. If you're familiar with Invicta watches, you know that they send them out in these yellow boxes. That's their part of their marketing and their brand coloring. I think that the Invicta packaging is very colorful and very eye-catching. And there it is, the Invicta Hercules. Now let's see what else is in the box. We've got just a dust and cleaning cloth to use particularly on the glass face of the watch. We've got an Invicta book that talks about the limited warranty and instruction on operating the watch. And then another card here that talks about the instruction of the watch. And that the watch is also water resistant. And some of these little pellets packages you find in a lot of today's packaging. And then more Invicta branding attached to the watch as well. And there it is, the Invicta Hercules watch. This watch debuted about a year ago this time, around the fall, October of 2019. It had been leaked about and talked about for many, many months that Invicta was coming out with a new watch that was going to absolutely just energize the watchmaking community, particularly if you're a fan of Invicta. And if you don't know, Invicta makes a lot of variety of watches, many different brands and classes. This is called the boat because of this large band around the bezel right here. Now this boat typically is a cord or some type of wiring, but in this one it's like a gold reef reminiscent of the Roman gods. Then it's got additional etching here as if they're reefs, again reminding you of the Roman son of God Hercules. At the 0, 20, and 40 markings, you got markings. Within the watch itself, at every 1 hour mark are mother of pearl accents. Maybe a little hard to see here. But what Invicta is known for are making bold, standout, large watches. Now this watch is part of the reserve line. And you see the R embedded there. And then here on the dial, you see an R as well. And that's the reserve line, which is an extra line of quality and precision crafted making that goes into a line of watches they make. Let's go ahead with the rest of the removing the packaging. I've removed all of the packaging from the watch now. And here we have it again. without all of the packaging. The Hercules Invicta boat. I want to talk about some of the marketing that is here on the watch. I don't know if you can see in there, but it says Invicta Reserve right in there at the top above at the 12 o'clock mark. Again, here on the clasp, we have the actual Invicta logo. And on the clasp that folds over, Invicta in reserve again. And then an Invicta mark there again. They do a great job of letting people know what this watch is when you wear it. I had to remove a couple links on each side to get the watch to fit. And it is, again, an absolutely superb and beautiful, and I want to say very masculine watch. As I had mentioned before, Invicta is known for making large watches. They do make regular sized watches, but they're known for these large timepieces. Just as a point of comparison, here's a smaller fossil watch, and we can see the size difference. And an even older, smaller watch that I have, you can see the size difference. Here's a fairly large watch that my son got me a few years ago, and even standing next to the Invicta, it is small by comparison. This watch is 53 millimeters from bezel to bezel, and 56 from bezel all the way to the function pushers, which control the time, the chronograph, and the date. All those functions are there. And by comparison, I mentioned how large this watch is, but it is not my heaviest Invicta watch. And one day I do a video on this one, which is my heaviest Invicta watch. But that's for the future. So we put the watch on, put it in place, and again, the unboxing went great. And the first impression is that this is a beautiful, beautiful gold trim with black accents inside the faceplate with what they call gunmetal color or a silver color here. Again, a great, great watch and a great first impression. Know that there was a lot of glare and maybe didn't always get in focus. So this again is the watch that I was been previewing and unboxing. And you can see the spec is 53 millimeters stainless steel. This is the lion logo that's on the underside or back of the watch, emblematic of one of the Hercules adventures. These are the 4 of the lines. There were a total of 5 that came out in this series a year ago, and the different color schemes that you can get them in and accents. Again, these watches are still available, obviously right now, a year later. This one here is the same watch, but what they did was they got rid of the metal band. And what that did was that dropped the weight, and they were allowed to drop the price. So you can still get this Hercules Reserve, but at a lower price. This is Jason Taylor. He's one of the watch designers for Invicta. And what he did was he put his brand on this. Within the face of the watch, he made several differences and changes in there to call it his own. And you can see that this is a great design. This one is one of the originals. And around the bezel, there are embedded small diamonds. And on the 0, 20, and 40 markers, there are small diamonds embedded around them as well. On this one, diamonds on the face of the watch, around where you see the hands and the hour markers. This one has over 500 diamonds. And again, around the 0, 20, and 40-minute markers, there's a series of small diamonds as well. And this is a beautiful and an absolutely beautiful and expensive watch. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.